How's it? Today is Saturday, June 20th, the final day of this week. So upper body work today. Starting off kind of exactly the same that I was doing the last week. Only thing different was he wanted me to push and see, go a little bit heavier, and then do a couple singles at my heavier weight instead of just one for the pause front squat. And so I go up to 275 across 7 sets, and then I do 3 top sets at 275. Everything felt really easy, to be honest. Like the positions weren't the best, but I didn't have too many issues. So yeah, it just felt really good. Easily the best that my pause front squats have felt since being home. And it was my first set at 275. So yeah, not great positionally, but again, like the weight was moving, and then although I do have some minor knee valgus and hip shifting, both my knee and my hip felt fine. So I think that's a positive sign for me at this point. Yeah, pretty happy with how that went. Then moved into floor press after that. I am very not happy with how any of these went. These were pretty terrible, to be honest. I usually have my brother help me unrack the weights so that I don't like break my wrist or my shoulder or my elbow or anything. But I guess he said he would. I don't know. He's just not. He wasn't around today, and I ran into a lot of issues with my wrists. You see here, I already hit my leg there or my elbow there. This is only 185, and so I'm going for 210. And I didn't really want to include the videos in here. They don't look the best, and I was very upset with how things went. But so I'm just gonna include the ones that I made. So here's 210 for a set of 5. So last time I went heavy was 205, I think, for 8. And I think I could have done 210 for probably 6 or 7, but I don't think I could have done 8. Maybe if I had a better unracking situation. Um, and then so I did do my drop sets of 3 sets of 5 at 185, and then again I ran into lots of issues. I dropped the bar like 3 times. I felt like my wrists got really like separated on my left wrist, and I was really worried with how it would behave on these dips. You can see me examining my wrist there, but basically I'm just going to 102.5 today for a heavy set of 3 with a back down sets of 62.5, I think. 3 sets of 5 from my back off sets. And yeah, I was able to do them all, no problem really. Yeah, here's the top set. I'm not sure if this is a PR for triple. Maybe at one time in my life I did maybe 135 for a single for sure. I don't know if it was for a double, and I know even less. Like I'm even more uncertain if it was a triple. But yeah, so I do 62.5 here. Do some push-ups, just 3 sets of 20, real nice, real easy. Yeah, pretty much real simple stuff for my pressing movements. At this point, my wrist wasn't really too much of an issue as long as I kind of keep the weight in my palm and not towards my hand. And so that was important moving forward into the next exercise because I'm going to do the dumbbell overhead walks here. It's very windy, but I was not sure how well I would be able to do on these because again, my wrist was really hurting and I wasn't happy with that. And so here's my left hand, and kind of the same thing I just mentioned. As long as it's in my palm and not towards my fingers, then my wrist seems to be okay. But I did 80 again today for 3 sets of 100. Then I moved into my hip and leg accessories. So Bulgarian split squat, I added 10 pounds each on each arm. Um, to be honest, I couldn't really tell the difference between this and just doing it weighted, body weight. So maybe I'll add more weight next time. I moved into the hip adductors, the Copenhagen hip adductor movements. This time I am not on my knee. It's kind of hard to tell, but like I'm not on my knee. I'm more on my calf, and I think it's actually I feel like I'm getting stronger, and I feel like it's helping me quite a bit. So I am gonna try and continue to move towards my ankle, and just use only my foot as the end point of the lever arm or whatever. So I think that is kind of contributing to a lot of my strength growth in my hip. And then I finished off with the single leg hip bridges here. Not too much to say about that, but I think on Thursday I'm going to try and get something to fix my issue with the unracking. So hopefully by next week I'll have a solution to that. But yeah, man, that's it. Thank you for watching. Shoots.